Welcome back to Hannity. You know, if you thought the left's rhetoric about Republicans, quote, throwing Granny over the cliff or wanting dirty air or dirty water, if you think that was bad, think again. A top Democrat in the House, Congressman Luis Gutierrez, is going beyond all that and claiming opponents of amnesty are essentially allowing murders and rapes to happen in this country. You have to see it to believe it. Take a look.
Because what we need to understand is today someone's going to die in that desert trying to return to their families. Women and men are going to die in that desert. Someone's going to lose a finger, a hand, an eye, a life today because an unscrupulous employer is going to put them in harm's way. Someone's going to die. There's a woman that's going to be raped in a field somewhere in America today because she has no rights in this country. We need to end that.
All right, here with reaction, Fox News contributor, Democratic strategist Jacques Degraff, and the author of the bestseller Blacklash, author and Fox News contributor in her own right, Deneen Borelli. You going to defend that?
I'm going to say I understand his frustration, but I think today is really a day for Americans to keep. Wait a minute,
we've been talking about that. Are you going to defend
this? You don't even know what I was going to say.
But you didn't answer my question.
I said I understand his frustration.
I didn't ask if you understand it. I asked, what is that not incendiary and outrageous and untrue?
It's understandable in a superheated rhetoric of Washington. There are people who are talking about impeaching the President of the United States for no discernible reason. So in that environment, people are saying toxic things on both sides.
It's understandable.
But today
and you're
is a day when people are talking about aspirations and dreams and historic moments in America. It's a day for American unity, and people are trivializing it by talking about incendiary comments made. Who made an incendiary comments today after Martin Luther King made his speech?
I'm a conservative, and you know what?
Yes.
Just because you disagree with amnesty does not make you a supporter of rape and murder, which is what this guy is claiming. Deneen.
Sean, this is what the left does. When they don't have the facts and the figures to put on the table to have an earnest, honest discussion about the issues that are affecting our country, they use scare tactics. They use these smear tactics. It happens all the time.
Your book started out with this, Blacklash.
Yes.
You say in the book, Google my name and what's going to show up.
Yes, at the time, there were all kinds of things that would show up, some names I can't even mention on your program, and I'm not even telling people what to do. I'm promoting liberty. I'm promoting empowerment. That is what I do on a daily basis. And for anyone to come out against me because I promote liberty, I think it's just weak.
Let me ask this question through the prism of the 50th anniversary of Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech. And he talks about, he envisions a day, dreams, I have a dream, that the country's going to get together, but all races, judging people by the content of their character, not the color of their skin. Let me ask you, do you think he would be proud of this rhetoric by Luis Gutierrez?
No. I think that incendiary rhetoric on both sides he would be diminished by, but I think he would understand it the same way that Jesse Helms said unflattering things about him the day after he made a speech. But there's no statue in Washington to Jesse Helms, as there probably won't be a statue for Luis Gutierrez, because they're in the moment. And what we're talking about is bigger than this moment.
But this is very divisive, and this is the message that commands the media headlines, the attention, when individuals like this guy make these kind of comments. It's very divisive, and it's not helping our country, not helping employment, not helping our job situation. You talked about energy on a lot of your topics here on the program. What are you doing to put ideas and solutions on the table?
I want every American to have a job.
Absolutely.
You know, we're talking about black unemployment, black teenage unemployment. You know, when kids can't get jobs, what is the likelihood? You're a pastor. Isn't the chances greater that those kids that aren't working, don't have a summer job, where are they likely to be then? They're going to be on the streets. They're going to be with their friends.
I'd go a step further.
And in trouble.
I'm saying when fathers don't marry mothers, the chances of their kids being one of those kids increases. And so it's not just government that has a responsibility. Churches have responsibility. Families have responsibility. And so we ought not always petition government to seek grievances with the government on problems that we would solve.
100%. And if families and fathers and mothers and churches, if they take their responsibility seriously, we're probably not going to need the government like we think we do.
Right. Well, it's all about accountability. And the government is not going to be there for you. The government can barely do what government is supposed to do. It's not the government's role to take care of people.
All right, I hate when I disagree with Jacques. Just kidding. We agree more than you think. All right, and thank you both.